I'm Jordan with Jordan Plays Blue, and this is my monthly roundup for April. This year's been flying. It's already May, May 1st, by the day of me recording this. And I don't know, guys, it's been a really quick year, which, it's fine. I don't mind when time goes by. That means I'm enjoying things, and things are going, there's some busyness, which I don't mind busyness. So April was a busy month. It was a month that I didn't get to play quite as many games as I often do. But let's talk about a couple of the games I did get to play. We're going to start off a little older, not super old, but a little older with Canvas. Canvas is from R2I Games, Road to Infinity Games, and this is a it's sort of a drafting game with some set collection, sort of. And so it's a little twisted in how those mechanics work. So you have this kind of row of cards, and you are taking those cards, and then you're going to put them, you're painting 3 paintings throughout the course of the game. You're putting those into clear plastic sleeves with a background, and each of them has a fun little, cool picture image on there. But along the bottom is these symbols, and the symbols are going to overlap each other or allow you to kind of score based off of the end game scoring objectives, whatever is visible by the end of the game. You're going to put, I think, 3 of those cards into each of your paintings. Once those paintings are done, you get to see what you've achieved with that painting and score some points. I do think that this is a wonderful package. Game is great too. I'm not trying to bury the lead there. This has such a cool, the whole package is so neat, with the clear plastic cards that fit together and the sleeves, the cloth mat that the game comes with, the tokens are nice. It just, the box doesn't even have the name on it because they don't want to skew that the cover, It's so wonderful. I really enjoy, and the gameplay is also engaging. It's a fairly light game. It is mostly just about those symbols, but you are kind of creating these paintings. So sometimes you want to, you're making paintings without regards for the symbols, but you really should focus on the symbols if you're trying to, play the game, I guess. But really great game. Really enjoy this one. This one's sticking around. I'm really glad I was finally able to get a copy of it. I had played it multiple times, other people's copies or conventions or whatever, and I just never got one for myself. And I finally got one at a game store around here, and I've been really enjoying it still. So that's Canvas. Next one is one I picked up at PAX Unplugged from DeVere. This is Winter. This is a micro game, almost like a button shy game, only it's that number of cards with multi-use kind of cards, but it is it includes tokens, so it's not fully a button shy game because those are just cards. And I think this one's solid. I wouldn't say it's fantastic. This is a tile laying game where you're taking these cards that have different snowflakes on them of 2 different colors. You're playing head to head with another player. You're going to lay the cards out, trying to create squares of your color snowflake, and then you're going to put these tokens down, and then the second half of the game you're kind of moving cards around, moving your tokens, and you're trying to do kind of last man standing with that, trying to have the most tokens left on the board. Interesting how abstract the game is. You wouldn't think about that looking at the game box, but it's got some interesting stuff, but I wouldn't say it's super engaging. I would say almost every button shy game I think I enjoy more than this, but it's solid. It comes in a tiny box. Play it, pass it on to some friends, and see if they enjoy it. It's also like 10 minutes long, so fine, good, but that's about all there is to it. And along those same lines, I think this one's a bit more solid, is Splitter. Splitter is a game from Pandasaurus. It's a roll and write game from Stefan Nikolic. It feels almost like some of those classic roll and writes like Quicks or those kind of, trying to think who that's, Stefan Bendorf, I think, is some of the designer of those kind of games. I actually thought it might be him, but different Stefan. And it's a roll and write game where you just roll the dice, you write the numbers out on your board. This one you're trying to create sets of numbers, and you're putting them along this middle line. You're trying to do on parallel sides of there. So if you roll a 4 and a 3, you have to put the 4 over here and the 3 over here, as long as they're parallel with that center line. It works pretty well. You're trying to create these sets of numbers, so I want 4 4s next to each other, 3 3s next to each other, 2 2s next to each other, 6 6s next to each other in order to score. Literally 10, 15 minutes. I play this one solo mostly, and it's pretty solid. So Splitter, I don't know. If you like little tiny solo kind of games like I do, this one works very well. It feels like an app kind of game. Honestly, if there was an app, I would probably play it more than having to pull it out. It also comes in this like cheapo box, which I'm not a fan of, but game inside is actually pretty solid considering what it comes in. All right, one game left. My microphone's about to die, I'm pretty sure, but Pollen, fantastic game. This is a wonderful abstract game from All Play. This is a remake of Samurai the card game, which is an old Reiner Knizia game. This one is about flowers and bugs, and you're going to put these bug tokens out, and then you're playing these cards in kind of a square around those tokens in order to see who gets the majority of that. It's an area majority kind of game, and whoever gets majority gets to take a scoring token. The winner is the person with the most majorities. That scoring part is odd. Regardless of how scoring is, I think this game is a lot of fun for 2 to 4 players. It's maybe a bit more chaotic with 4 players. Fantastic head-to-head kind of game, or 3 players is really cool. Honestly, I think 4 is a lot of fun. I just have been so enamored with this game. It's also gorgeous play, it just looks really beautiful, and I've had a lot of success teaching this to new people because I think the theme and the look of it is great, and then what's inside is also cool too. So that is Pollen from All Play. All right, I'm going to wrap this up real quick because my microphone is actively dying. But I hope you have a great. I hope you had a great April. Tell me what games you played in April. You play any of these? Those are great. And I hope you have a great May. I hope you play some good games. Let me know what you're playing. What I should check out if you think I would enjoy something. All right. Thanks, guys. I'm Jordan.